Hell yeah! Hello, shrimps! We're back! Woo! How are you guys? Hello! I missed you so much. It's really, one doesn't value what they have until they lose it, and one of those things is like being able to breathe. Sorry, you can probably still hear my laughter. Like I still have like something in my throat. Like I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I got. I'm still not sure what I got sick from. But it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. But I lived, and here we are now. hello, Kira, first to chat as always. Hello, welcome, and Batty, you're super early today too. Welcome. 2 weeks of waiting. Dude, I can't believe it's been 2 weeks, man. Oh my god, it feels like way longer. I kind of feel, a little nervous because it's been so long. I know it's a little silly to say, but I still have the cough. I see also my one and only Aegis. Hello. Thank you for watching my streams, wife. Is there YouTube ads while watching a stream? There shouldn't be. I don't think so because I'm not monetized yet. I actually don't know how that works, but probably not. You should use an ad blocker. Shh. I see Preds. Oh, hello, Preds. Welcome. A British guy. Hello, Charles. Welcome. I have to regulate my volume a little bit. I think. I hope that's not annoying. Because if I get too excited, like if I breathe too fast, if I talk too fast, I get the tickle in my throat and I start coughing. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Yes, that was a joke. How are you guys? Going back on like my illness and stuff. I feel better. Some of you may know in the shrimp tank, I posted a little bit of updates. I had half a mind to just be awake, eat my medicines, take my medicines, eat, drink water, and sleep. That's like all I did for these past 2 weeks. And like I tried being tough, and I tried doing a couple drawings, and I just got one done to complain about my cough syrup medicine, and just completely died afterwards. Immediately died. Been continuing my job while you were down and temporarily out for the count. Thank you so much, Fritz. You're right. I saw your message about the bot scrubbing. I forgot to reply. That's what I hate with Discord. Once you open a message, it doesn't let you know like if you haven't responded or not. Like you kind of have to look for them. I'm sorry that I haven't replied, but I did see it. Thank you so much. Rest in peace, Shim. No, not rest in peace yet. I did survive. I did survive. But if I die, I want you shrimpers to know. If I die, I want to be buried in a casket made of a Coca-Cola can. That's like my one and only wish. Wait, no. Cremate me and then spread my ashes in the sea. Yeah, probably that. But it'd be really cool to come back as a zombie. I'm not sure. Cremation or embalming. How's a girl supposed to choose? I can't believe the shrimp died. Go shrimp. Rest in shrimps. I got zombified at some point because I was like alive, quote unquote. Like I was okay. I still had my cough and everything. I had already taken all of my medicines. I even got shots. I couldn't take antibiotics because my illness was apparently a viral one, which means that it's like not caused by a bacteria or anything. You just kind of have to ride it out. I should have gotten some testing done because when we went to holiday, turns out my shrimp dad had gone to another beach before Cozumel. Because we went to Cozumel for his birthday and he invited us. That was my holiday break. But he had gone to another beach beforehand, and he came back with dengue. Dengue, for those of you who are lucky enough to not have it all the way up north, it's an illness spread by a mosquito, by infected mosquitoes. And it's basically just, it's the same since it's viral. There's no antibiotic or anything that you need to take. And in fact, most medicines will make you bleed out of like all of your holes. All you can take is paracetamol. And you just have to write it out for 2 weeks. So my dad got tested and he had it, but he wrote it out. He took XLR3, which is a Mexican like antiviral like medicine. And he wrote it out and he was fine and everything. I don't know if, dengue is not necessarily passed person to person, but, theoretically, if a mosquito bites a person that's infected with dengue and then it bites someone else, it can pass it down to them. Anyway, my entire family got sick. We don't know if it was dengue. We didn't get our test done. We only kind of like trusted, I guess, my shrimp dad's test. But my little brother Ryan Gosling got really sick, and then my sister Adele also got really sick. I got sick, and then my wife also got sick. But I was like the worst out of all of them. Because after some point, my little brother Ryan Gosling, his infection even spread like to his eyes and his ears. He had to take like eye drops and ear drops and everything. Mine got to my tonsils. I still haven't gotten that removed, so the illness spread all the way down to my tonsils. So I had a terrible cough and phlegm and the white spots and everything. I looked like a froggy. I couldn't speak. It hurt to swallow. And then it obviously, as you guys might have like heard on the shrimp tank, it also got to my eyes. And I had to use eye drops and everything. I actually have the little note of the eye drops that I bought. Neomicinal dexametasona. And they burned when I put them in and everything. But I'm fine. Viruses are harder to cure because targeting them directly is hard, as they find a host cell to nest in. Therefore, attacking them directly damages cells, which is bad. Oh, I had no idea. So that's why there's like no strong medicine for viruses. But yeah, I was carried. I took 2 different treatments. I took 2 different cough syrups. I took antifludes, which is like a type of pill bought here that I swear to God has chlorine inside, because it like beats everything up really well. But since we had the risk of dengue, I couldn't like take it anymore. I got shots of God knows what. I mean, I do know I have my doctor's note right there, but I got 3 shots on 3 separate days. And then I also got, at the end, I finished my treatment and I was still having my cough. So I would just route it out with mint tea and lemon halls like the candy, lemon honey halls. But, we're back. Who cares? My sinus is still... Jane Juliet. Oh, hello, Gabe. Welcome to the chat. They was trying to kill you. Yeah, I have no idea. My little brother, even though his infection got really bad, he got out of it relatively quick, like after a week. My sister Adele also just after a week. My wife got better after 4 days. She took a little bit of medicine and that was that. But me, I was sick the entire 2 weeks. And I was like very, very sick. I did not have a fever, which that was nice. But I couldn't even like breathe or swallow. Yawning hurt. Just opening my throat a little bit. It was that inflamed. That's why I couldn't stream any of the past 2 weeks Shrimp Links. I am sorry, but thank you for your recovery wishes, your birthday wishes. I took care of myself. I think I'd like to think I've already resumed activities. I'm back on the gym, back on the grind, and everything hurts more because I stopped going to the gym for 2 weeks. I'm on my singing classes again. I took my first singing class yesterday after coming back. And now here we are on our first stream, coming back. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Jane, you're early. Your life's work was dirtied by the fools who adore you. That was not a real try, but... Welcome back from the dead. Thank you so much, British guy. It was nice being a zombie. Well, not really, but I guess it was pretty goth. a pretty goth experience. I hope my coughs don't. Well, my little coughs don't annoy you guys. I'm gonna try. Stop singing. I'm gonna try to keep it low. I say that after having laughed and yelled and everything. Zombie shrimp tank sticker reference. You'll get copyrighted. Popidoru. Can you get copyrighted from covers? How do people do covers then? I don't think you can monetize them. Like, I know you can't upload them to like Spotify or like Apple Music and stuff, but you can upload them on YouTube and open monetization there, right? I think. I'm not sure. Coughing coming. Okay. But I think you can do covers of songs and it's fine on YouTube, as long as like, I guess you have to use another like music track and stuff. I'm not sure how it works, but I'll figure it out because I am recording the songs for the Shrimp Lullaby collection. I have not forgotten about that from my debut stream, and I hope you didn't either. This is the episode with the shrimp fries. You can do covers, I think, and it's fine. I think. I don't know, bro. Just nightcore your shit. You're early. Your life's work was dirty by the fools who adore you. La 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 la. That's my attempt at nightcore. Thank you. Thank you. So today I wanted to. I mean, it's a Tuesday, right? And we have our draws and chats. I wanted to do something chill. We are working on the contest with the Kuri contest winners from my birthday. 2 brave souls submitted their Kuris, and I wanted to thank them personally. It was Atasoth and Kiranukis. Thank you guys so much for participating. The Kuris made me laugh a lot. I still look at them. I can't believe I got Kuris already. Because I asked for them. Thank you so much. And I am the Kiranukis. Yes, you are. And I'm going to be doing, the color sketch, their prices. Ata asked me for this funny little man. I'm pretty sure it's from an anime. I have no idea what anime it is. But he wants Sayori in this pose with the guy's jacket and everything. Hola! Oh, ¿qué onda, Levi? Hello! Welcome, Levi. How are you? Levi Rodrigo Figueroa is this week's fan art. This week's spotlighted fan art. Thank you so much for your drawing, Levi. I really, really liked it. I'm still very mesmerized by the fish in it, and I still can't believe you did it all by hand. Jane Juliet from Magic School. Let's LARP. Live action roleplay. I LARP all day. I LARP as a shrimp. The shrimp LARPing includes sleeping, and every time somebody says, "Oh my god, stand straight," I just go, I hunch more. And then I also don't shower so I can keep the salty taste in my skin. That's how you LARP as a shrimp. It's the life. It's the life, I'm telling you. I'm very happy with it. I live a pretty happy life. Jane Juliet. Okay, so I need to write his name so I don't forget. This Mr. Jane Juliet. Amazing pompadour. El chico quiere un pompadour. You're complimenting they're doing the fishes by hand, but I did that too, and you never commented. Shake my head, you hate me. You did it by hand too? What? Now I need to see it. Where is it? Acá. Acá. I'm trying to find your drawing. It is by hand too! Oh my god! You guys are crazy! Absolutely insane! Sorry. Jesus, I hope that didn't blow the mic. You actually did it! Jesus Christ. I appreciate the dedication. I need to also open this in a, because I don't usually draw from reference like this. I usually just have it in another window open, but I want you guys to be able to see the reference as well. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm copying the layer. I tried to use the PNGs, but it was pissing me off, so I did it by hand. I found I could share with you guys the fishnet. I don't know why I haven't done it. The fishnet brushes that I use. If you guys want, I have them right here actually. They're not great. Actually these ones aren't it. Which ones are the fishnet brush that I have is right here. Like this. This is the one that I use. And you kind of do your fishnet, and then once you're done, you kind of warp it. I think I showed it. I showed once how I used it. But I can share it with you guys. I don't know why I didn't. I haven't done it. Did the fishnet by hand as well. Not as good as Kira's though. Oh my god. Not even I do the fishnets by hand, dudes. I like being a masochist. Alright. I'm not gonna fight you then. So let's see. Whenever I draw from reference, I don't like copying on top because that's I think that's too much. It's especially when you're drawing a different body type, right? We're gonna be drawing Sayori with this. If you draw on top, it might be that your character looks too much like the character you're tracing, and it could have a different body type. And you know, we don't want Sayori to look like this Mr. Hunk of Jane Juliet right here. We want her to look a little softer. I asked Atta if he wanted it to look cute or Mimi, and he said funny. I think he said Mimi. I'll draw the skeleton and then warp it to my needs. Oh yeah, that too. But I'm usually more of I'm a very I don't remember. I am a big fan of Kylie Henke. I'm pretty sure it was her who I drew to draw from reference from. Kylie and Key. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. She is like, I guess at this point she's a little bit more on the down low online, but she was like the queen of Tumblr at some point in fandom for like Homestuck and the Osomatsu Sand twins and everything. And she has a really pretty anime style. And something that she always said is that, you know, she taught me to, if the pose, right, is something like this, whenever you draw it, you push it. And you literally push it. You draw the lines, right? And you push them to the max. And you just get used to draw like that. And I did. So that's what I do. I also learned how to draw elbows from her. Which, if you guys don't know, the classic for elbows is if you have your character right here, right? And we have the rib cage, right? Let's say we have it here. And you want to put the hand here, but you don't know how to connect it to the body, right? You don't know if it's like this or like this, right? You don't know how. You make a line. You connect the hand to the shoulder with a line like this, and then right at the middle, you go like this, because if you guys didn't know, your forearm and your upper arm are literally the exact same size. The exact same size. If you measure them right now, I mean, maybe give or take like 1 or 2 centimeters, but they should be the right size. The same size. So your arm, right by the middle of a line, of any line, you're gonna be able to find your elbow. And that's how you find, you know, then you cross-reference with the end of the ribcage, which is where your elbow kind of rests, depending on your body type. And then you just draw the rest of your hand, and you draw your elbow there. And you know where it is. That's a quick drawing tip for today. If you don't know where to draw your elbow or how to figure out if your arms are well proportioned, you can do that. Now you know. Forearm and upper arm are the same size. The upper arm seems smaller though. Yeah, it does seem smaller just because of the hand and the wrist. But if you like chop your hand from the wrist, like where your little funny bone begins in your wrist, you're gonna see that they're literally the same size. It's kind of hard to believe. It's the same as how, I think I mentioned it before, but your thumb is usually, like in your hands, it's usually around the same or slightly smaller than your big toe. It freaked me out when I found out. I didn't know like big toes were that big. You know, I knew it was large, right? Because it's a big toe, but I didn't know it was as big or bigger than my thumb. It was. Now I look at my hand and I'm like, whoa, that's my toe right there. Sad news, chat. I gotta go. Still in school. Take care, y'all. It's okay, Gabe. Thank you so much for joining and saying hello. Good luck at school. Study a bunch. Be a good boy. Be a good shrimp. What are other freaky proportion size? The size of your hand is the size of your face. Most of it, like if you put it from your chin, it's gonna reach almost to the very top of your forehead. The entire size of your hand. That's how you can know if your hands are proportioned. In anime, most of the time, since the heads are so big, they draw the hands smaller. But in a normal person, you should be able to grab your hand, put the wrist right below here, and you should be able to fit your entire hand like this and until you reach your forehead and stuff. This is the proportion. And that's how you know if your hands are well proportioned or not. It's the size of your face. Popi, a thumb is bigger than you. Not true. No, I am 5'9". I am 5'9" in height. I am pretty tall. And I use platforms, so I'm probably like 6 feet with platforms. Anyway, let's begin. I like doing my heads. This guy is like looking forward, so I like doing my base anime head, and then just kind of like flipping it around. It's a color sketch, but I'm still gonna try to get the proportion as equal as possible. I also like to draw where the hair will go. In the ears, eyes, and then we can just do this because this is how the reference is. And we have the neck that comes from behind the ears. It's something like this, and it goes above the rib cage. Shrimp is bigger than me. Shock. Horror. Hello everyone, and another big stream. Sorry for being late. I'm just not feeling well because my throat hurt. Oh, hello Abraham. I know that feel. Don't worry about it. You should go and take some rest. Hopefully my sweet soothing voice with a slight bit of coughing will relax you a little bit. I'm still growing. Well, you're still growing. Men or people, with a male physicality usually stop growing until they're 21. But women or people with a female physicality stop growing earlier at around... I've been my final height since I was like 15 years old. That's usually the age where everything locks in. Because something to do about... Okay, this guy doesn't have his... He kind of does have this, right? Just a little bit. The reason why women stop growing faster than men is because something to do with the biological clock and being ready to, to have children and stuff when younger. Your hips kind of lock in and into the size that you're gonna be. It has something to do with that. Something like that. I don't know. My biggest disappointment was realizing I was 5'11" instead of being 6 foot, like I originally thought I was. Oof, so close. I mean, you can probably say you're 6 foot, and nobody's gonna go in and measure you for an inch, right? At least I like to think that. I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. Okay. Now the shoulders are usually go above or like beyond the head. So it is something like this. Then like this. And then we can draw her chest. This is where the clavicle is. kind of like a slant here. Now, contrary to popular belief, when you have your arm like this, like raised up, you won't really see the clavicle on this side. You're gonna see the muscle of the shoulder. It goes above the clavicle, and you can test it out yourself by like raising your arm. I'm raising my arm right now. You can raise your arm, and you can feel around your clavicle, and you're gonna notice that your muscle goes like this. It goes from the pec up, and then meets your shoulder here, just like that. This guy has it, and Sayori eventually will have it obscured by the jacket, but you know, it's so you guys know as well. Sayori has a little bit of boob. Her arm here, because of her pec is like moving up. Her boob should also be moving up as well. Something like this. This is where the boob kind of stretches out, and it doesn't really look like a round boob anymore. It looks like flat. And the hand. I'm gonna do the hand in a different layer so I can size it more. In this case, if we look at the size of the hand, it's around the same size as the head, almost the same size as the head. So we're gonna keep that proportion, or try to. Cough. Okay. The dentist commented on my beard today. Really? Oh, what did he say? How's your beard doing? What did he say? I'm gonna add a little bit of a finger bend, because again, I love exaggerating. I love exaggerating even if it's not accurate. And her thumb. And now I check this on my own hand before starting the stream. It has like a thing here, and then the other fingers begin. And this one doesn't coil all the way. You're still gonna be able to see a little bit of it. But yeah, this guy has it pretty like open, I think. This. And then it goes a little like this. And the way the pinky bends is sort of kind of like this. Now, I don't know why in this picture, in this drawing, you can see the guy's bottom part of the hand, like this part here, because of the angle. Well, I guess if I followed the angle a bit closely instead of just doing it like this. Airport security did not believe that I was 14 a couple years back. Ah, werewolf in London. Oh man. It sounds pretty cool at first, but then you know you start getting carded and stuff, and then it's not that fun. But you know, when you're flying and stuff, it can cause a lot of trouble. When we went to Cozumel, the lady at the desk did not believe it was me because my ID has already expired. I need to go get a new one. And the picture that I have in my IDs when I was 18 years old, when I first got it. And I looked very different to how I look today. I always joke that I look like a thief or like a crackhead. I was into some very weird fashions, shrimplings. And so the lady kept me there for a while, just studying my ID and also studying my face. I was like, oh man, I wanna go. I want this to be over. I've never had it happen before. It was terrifying that it kind of looked like she didn't really believe me, you know, that it was me. Okay, there you go. And I have to make the fingers a little bit more dainty. Because it's Sajorintia. Sajori, Miss Sajori. Poppy is our favorite crack actant. Hit the vent lean. It looked like I was on lean, like no joke. Because not only I had a weird look, I looked like you guys watch Breaking Bad? You guys remember the prostitute that was friends with Jesse? I looked like that, but I had short blonde hair. And, you know, with the same kind of makeup and everything. I thought I looked so cool, you know, back in the day when I was 18, it was like, it was the fashion. I guess you see it a little bit less nowadays, but it was the fashion to kind of look this veiled and like you did drugs, even though I don't even know how to smoke. And so I thought I looked like the coolest motherfucker on the planet, but no, I just looked a bit sad. Okay, so this guy has it like this. Around here, and we see a little bit of the side of the arm on the back here. Again, you know, we don't know how to do the thing, so we do half. The shoulder is gonna be, the elbow is gonna be around here. Just like in the reference image, I guess. Right here. Whoop. Whoop. Never fails, never fails. Shrimp tank salvia session when? No, not salvia. We're not doing salvia. My god, that poor guy on Reddit. That must be terrifying. That poor man. I still think about him sometimes, you know, when I'm just like doing nothing. I'm like, man, that poor guy. That poor motherfucker. He didn't need to do that to himself. I don't know why I'm doing like the squunch on the arm if it's gonna get covered by the jacket anyway. But I feel like I have to, you know. There you go. I think this finger, yeah, it's a little bit too long. I have to drop it until around here. Not knowing how to smoke. She's too innocent for this world. You know how to smoke? You should not smoke. Do not do that. It's bad for you. It's bad for you. Poppy dude. We're not doing salvia as opposed to we're not doing drugs implies the acceptance of other recreational drugs. It's called weed, Charles. I know full well what drugs are. Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. 911, what's your emergency? Oh my god, you guys know that vine? I think in vines now. My life is over. My life is over. There you go. So, okay, yeah. This is our base. A rough base for a body. I feel like this is a little bit too thick still. It has to be something like this, I think. Okay, there you go. It's like looking down, right? So we should move the ears and stuff. So that she's looking down like this. And then her ears have to be above that. And then this has to be a little closer. Like this. And she needs to have a little bit more of a rounded head in the back. Sorta, kinda. Like this. Ears. I love ears. I love making them look like people are elves. I remember it only. I haven't seen it since I was like 9. Didn't even know what weed was. Psychic damage. You were 9? Absolute psychic damage, man. Okay, there you go. Gonna erase this part. And this part here. And yeah, that looks about right. And now let's blow up this bad boy. It's easier if you draw, you know, smaller. And then you kind of just blow up your sketch. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, doing long strokes or tiring your wrists beforehand and stuff. And you can just do adjustments. Like so. Alright, so I'm gonna make the reference picture even smaller. I'm gonna name this one rough sketch. Always name your layers. Always name your layers shrimplings. If not, you'll never know what's going on. Put it on very low opacity. I'm actually gonna do even lower, 15%. And then you start doing your lines. And in this case, it's a clean sketch, so I'm gonna be careful with my lines. We are hurling rocks at the shrimp tomorrow. No, don't shame me. Whoever's free of sin, throw the first rock. You don't know. Well, what's to say in English? Don't throw rocks from glass houses. Why are we stoning me tomorrow, Kira? What's up? Why are we stoning me? What's wrong? I'm using opacity now for my first the sketch lines because I've seen some artists that do it like that and I think it looks really cute. So I want to try it too. I'm not usually big on there we go. I'm not usually big on using transparency and stuff for my brushes. I don't know why. I just kind of didn't get used to it, I guess. And we're doing the clean sketch. Clean sketch. What is it like method ideology? I'm not sure. I copied these from Master Naoki Saito, and it's basically instead of going over and over your sketch, you know, like with the same lines and stuff, every time you do a line that you don't like, you erase it and you do it again until you get the line that you want. Like this, for example, I don't like it, so I'm gonna redo it until I like it. And same here. And you section your lines off, so instead of doing something like this, you go like this, because that's what gives your drawing a little bit of spice and, you know, dynamism. And it's like this. So instead of me trying to shape the ear and going like this over and over and over, you just do one line, and if you don't like it, you erase it, and if you like it, you keep it, and you can erase part of it and then continue. I really like implementing it because now, you know, my sketches look pretty clean. I'm usually not a person that I really dislike doing line art in general. It's like when I was doing commissions, it was the stage that I would get like stumped on the most. I loved doing the sketch and I would do it in one day, and then it came time to line art and I hated it. And so I started doing it like this, so I didn't have to do line art immediately. Well, so I didn't have to really do a lot of work in the line art, and I just kind of had to, you know, take care of my lines, and then I know exactly how the drawing's gonna look. And by the time I'm cleaning it up, I don't have to do that much thinking. Because that's the problem when you do your sketch a little bit too blown out with a lot of lines. You don't really know, right? Like how it's gonna look or how certain lines are gonna be resolved. I gotta go pretty soon, Poppy, because I have that contest streaming I'm co-hosting. Oh yeah, you're right. Congratulations. Good luck. Been nice seeing you back though. Thank you so much for joining for a little bit, Charles. I hope your contest stream goes well. Good luck. Send the link in self-promo so I can watch it after it's done, like the bot and stuff. I'm hurling rocks at the shrimp for the funny. Thank you, bye. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining. Hurling rocks at the shrimp for the funny. Just for the fun of it. Just say you hate me. Just say you hate me. And let's stick in the edges here. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So we have to draw the jacket as well. You know I'm gonna leave her like bare-chested, like the reference is. So let's start adding. This is gonna be the body. Let's start adding the jacket. Jacket fluffy. Hello chat, it's nice to see you again. How do you feel today, Poppy? Hello Jose, welcome. welcome. I feel good. I feel better. We already had a little bit of coughing again because I got too excited, but I'm feeling way better. It doesn't hurt to talk now. Which I take that as an absolute win, if you ask me. we do have a little bit of coughing still though, but I'm pretty sure the worst of it is already done. So I'm glad that that's over. Really glad. How are you today? How are you? What have you been up to? You know what? For the jacket fluffy, let's do... This is another trick that I learned. I learned from a furry artist. Instead of, you know, having to go and draw the line art for all of the crazy bits and stuff, you just grab your lasso tool. And you just kind of... You know, you first check the shape of where you want your fluffy to be. Right? Our fluffy is going to be something like this. You fill it in. Let's put it behind the body. And then you just kind of go crazy at the edges with this. And you add, you know, a bunch of little hairs and stuff like that. And that way you don't have to really think about, you know, doing little crazy hairs. And you can fill them in, and you see it already looks pretty cool. And then you can go in and go back and add a couple of long ones or short ones and stuff. And then in here, for example, we're missing a couple of long ones. And you can go as crazy as you want. And it's still gonna look a lot like hair, like pelitos. I understand. I'm happy to know that you're feeling a bit better. Thank you so much. I just enjoy obliterating my friends. That's a good trick. Yeah, I learned this from a furry artist because somebody was like, "How do you draw all of this fur and not, you know, like go crazy trying to make it look good or anything?" And you can also erase part of it. inversely, you know, like this. And that way you can get rid of the boring bits. Here, for example, and here and here. And you just kind of go over it with your lasso tool. In this one, for example, you can also go at it with your brush and erase parts of it so that it's a little bit... For example, in these ones, they could be a little bit more pointy. So I can go and do that. And the cool thing is that, you know, since it's your lasso, you can just kind of follow the shape of it a little easier. And you can get really thin pieces of hair that you wouldn't be able to get it before using just your brush to draw them in. And we just add a little bit of random. There we go. For the jacket, she kind of has it like this. And then it kind of goes like this, and it goes behind her. Sorta, kind. And once you already have your outline, you can go and you can do your lines, your line art outside. And you can go even thinner than you would usually go. Right, like this. You can control how thick you want your lines to be in one spot, or the spots that you want to have converge and stuff. And if we turn it off, you know, it's right there. It's pretty cool. And that way you don't really have to think too much. Can add a little bit of detail even. It's pretty cool. Now, lots of people if you're using certain programs like Clip Studio Paint and stuff, you can skip this part and just go to your jacket fluffy and add a stroke outside. But in Photoshop, that doesn't... I mean, honestly, you know what? It doesn't look that bad. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna do that. I don't like going pure black for the line art. So I'm just gonna add a stroke with this kind of color. This color is nice. This one that the... So I'm gonna go here and erase what I had already done for the jacket. There you go. And I'm just gonna change the color of the body sketch to this. And you know, we can, whenever we color part of the body and stuff, the skin, it's gonna go behind the fluffy part. Hi Shrimp, hello Resortito, welcome! I'm doing okay, thank you for asking. I recently began playing Ace Attorney, and it's been pretty fun so far. Highly recommended. Ooh, I am so bad at playing Ace Attorney games. I feel like I'm too dumb to understand them. But if you say it's good, I'll trust you. I'll believe you. I'll believe you. I'm gonna put the fluffy behind the sketch, so because we also have some of the hands. Cuff, fluffy. And we're gonna do the same. We draw cuff, how we want it to go around. And then we just go at it crazy with hairs. We can go a little bit uniform at first, and then we just add crazy ones. Having fun, just having fun. There you go. And that's our fluffy cuff. And we add a stroke on the outside. And that's it. Those are our cuffs. Well, our fluffy jacket and the fluffy part of the cuff. Now we keep going with the jacket. Yeah, I'm gonna put these a little bit more transparent. There we go. Finish the line art for the jacket here. OMG, let's shrimp. Hello, Ows! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! Chat, have you played Angry Natsukis? Angry Natsukis from Ows. Ows, link up your game. Link up your game in chat. People need to play it. People need to play it. The people need to know. The people deserve to know. I'm gonna erase this part because it's like, oops, where the jacket is here. Owls made a game. Yeah, it's like Angry Birds, but it's called Angry Natsukis. I played it already, obviously. And I didn't really know how to get all of the stars, Owls. Maybe you could enlighten me. Maybe we can play a little bit if I finish this on, you know, a little early. We can play a little bit of Angry Natsukis. Well, not for me, because I don't feel well. I forgot to mute again. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's not too annoying. But yeah, Owls made a game, Angry Natsukis, and it's really good. I've already played it. It's great. I'd highly recommend all of you to play it right now. Since it's like a big fluffy jacket, I'm not gonna have it cling to the chest. Just gonna have it go like this. And adding the zipper, that is something that I will do. For the zipper we can make a brush. And I can teach you shrimplings how to make your own brushes for things. You know, there's a lot of talk about, oh, I need brushes for this, I need brushes for that, but there's not enough talk on how you can make your own brushes for whatever it is that you need. And I'll teach you. Let's make a zipper brush together. Hey, that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna show you. Okay, this is the end of the jacket. It goes below the fluffy part. Like this. And there's a bunch of folds for the... outside of this part of the jacket. The fluffy part goes below the shoulder. Seems like it, like this part right here. Oh, the cool thing about this is that you can also go edit, transform, and warp, and you can just move it to however you may need. Like this, I think. Where could we download, if I might ask? It sounds fun. Let me link it up, because I think Owls may be having internet problems. Let me link it up. Owls. It's you can play it online, like without downloading it. Angry Sukis. That's the name of it. This is the tweet. Here's and the link to play it is right here. angrysukis.itch.io. And you don't have to download anything. I'm also gonna share it in the shrimp tank. He had already shared it. I'm putting it in general, so you guys can play it. He had already shared it a bit ago. But it's actually pretty good. It's very well... He did all of the art, and one of his friends, I think... Correct me if I'm wrong, Owls, but one of his friends coded the entire thing. It's really, really fun. It does have it even has voice acting from Matt Toons. For me, it could be a little bit much at times. So play with headphones if you can, because you know they like moan in pain and stuff. So play with headphones if you can. It's a little bit dicey. But just nothing inappropriate. Just, you know, it's like that one scene in the Love Live anime where they're running and they want to go eat rice. Very infamous scene. And it sounds really, really bad. It's not that it's bad or, you know, or anything. It's just it's not something that you want to have others listen to while you're listening to it. There we go. And that's the line art for our body. Look at that. I'm gonna complete the head so I can use it as a reference for the hair. But first, I have to draw the face. There we go. Natsuki. Sayori. I guess we have to draw a little bit of her chest. Poking out. Because she's bare-chested. Let's turn off the sketch and see how it looks. Yeah, this looks about right. And we do everything else with a little bit of shading magic. Hi, I'm back. Oh, hello, Alice. I had to share your game because you disappeared when they were asking me about it. But I shared it. I told them to play with headphones. You know, it's not a problem for me because I live alone with my wife, but for anyone else who might live with their parents or their families, play with headphones first. Then gouge how much you you want to play it without him. Okay. So I like to draw... I think I've said it before, but I like to give the dokis a bunch of different eye shapes. For Natsuki, you know, I do like the cat eye shape. For Monica, I do more of like a square shape. For Yuri, I do one that's kind of like this, a little bit more eye droopy. And for Sayori, I like doing a round one. So I'm gonna try and do that. The dead skull emoji. How do I know how much separation do I need? The eyes have to be around one eye of itself a separation. So the other eye has to begin around here. For this, how do I check it? I use my own hands. My own two hands to check. This is gonna be the lashes. I kind of just like to do like a sketch of the lashes. And the eyes. Right, like where they're gonna be going. And then I finish. I like to do this like shape for the bottom of the eye as well. And it kind of doesn't look like she's not looking at us. So another thing that you can do if you can't get this shape of the pupils right. Also you have to check the distance between this and here. Has to be a little bit more like this. They go below the ears because she's looking downwards. Like this. And for the irises, you know, you can just grab any color and you can grab a really big size and do your, there you go. You know, you can just do the shape of the irises like that. And you can get what kind of size you need. And then I like to do the rest of the face. I like only doing like a dot for the nose. Just artistic sensibilities, I guess. I just really like anime. But nothing is wrong in my opinion. She kind of has, this guy kind of has like a pained expression, right? The smile though is still very gentle. Very gentle smile. Just like that, it's like his eyes are a little bit concerned. Just a little. I'm back. Ate dinner with the family. Realized my dad has an IDF shirt and he's wearing it now. Wow! Why did your dad own that? But I hope you had a good dinner, Kira. Welcome back. Why does your dad own a shirt like that? Yeah. Start the face, and for the eyebrows. Yeah, he kind of looks like he's doing like this with his eyebrows. So let's do the same for Sayori. A little of a concerned expression. My dad is conservative and are Jewish by religion. He's still MAGA whilst Trump poisons everyone. Being Jewish and then MAGA is like a really crazy combination. I hope it's okay for me to say that. I would have never guessed. Then again, I know there's also like the whole Latinos for Trump. So what do I know about American people? What do I know? They surprise me every day. Sayori looks so sad. He's also a vet. Oh, I think that explains it a little. That might explain it, Gita. For me at least. I think we would see a little bit of the bottom of her eye here. Or bottom of the iris. Because she's looking up at us after looking down. I'm very aware of why, and it's like, ugh, sure dude. Vote for everything that fucks me, my friends, or little brother over. Aww. Yeah. But then again, it's really hard for parents to understand sometimes. I don't know. This born in another era or something, whatever. It gets easier once you're past a certain age. Once you become more of like your own person, they start respecting it a little bit more, ever so slightly, but not that much. not by much, you know. I always forget how to do Sayori's hair. I need to look for Sayori DLC. I need to look for reference. Oh yeah, her Nandoroid. I usually like to use figurines when referencing characters' hairs. I'm back. I was listening to the stuff you said about the game. I'm really happy that the game is getting love and stuff because it's an idea I had since 2023. I'm so happy that you actually made it happen, Owls. I know how much you like Angry Birds. I'm very, very glad. Congratulations on your first itch.io game. Oh yeah, the reason why I like to reference figurines and stuff is because they make it really easy to figure out which clumps of hair, bunches of hair come above the eye and which, like, above each other and their relationship to each other. It's easier that way. Just realized that this has to be a little bit more open here. And so here. And I have to remember that she's also looking down to the side. This. And like this. I'm gonna lower the opacity on the body so I can see better where I'm placing the hair. And the rough sketch as well. Like this. They don't know any of my queerness or that I even have a girlfriend. They probably have suspicions now though, as my hair's getting longer. And I'm slowly but surely dressing more and more goth. Teehee. My bangs go past my lips. Oh wow, those are really big bangs. I wish you all the luck telling your parents, Gita, if that's what you want. You know, as always, I think you should keep yourself safe. You know, don't. I understand maybe sometimes that it's important for you to be understood and recognized like that by your parents, but always choose, you know, whatever keeps you safer the longest. Don't do any rash decisions. That would be my advice. Afterwards, once you move out and you're stable and stuff, you can do whatever. But I also understand that it can get suffocating to have to pretend to be someone you're not. I wish you a lot of strength. I'm probably gonna tell him after I change countries. super far away. Then a Zoom call like, oh hey, by the way. Since Angry Sukis is gaining some kind of fandom, me and my team decided to renew the game for a Halloween world and with a new game mode and some other stuff. Oh, congratulations, Owls! That sounds awesome! That sounds really, really cool. I really hope you guys are able to do it. I'm very, very happy that the game is taking off, Owls. I think it's really cool that I think I've said it like I think I've said this like so many times before, but I really think it's cool that we still have things like community creations and stuff for DDLC, and you know it still brings people together after all these years. It still has the power to do so. I think it's a very powerful game, and I'm very glad that people are still, you know, get inspired by something like this, like the DLC. Yeah, let's do it like this. Then we have little tufts of hair. And she has crazy, crazy hair. Just a little. Her ears are not gonna be very visible like this. I'm a little sad. And we have her little ponytail thing. Where her bow holds on to from. There you go. Wee. Bottom part of her hair. I'm gonna add her bow afterwards, I think. So that I don't get too messed up with the hair. Well, so that I can define the hair a bit more, a bit better. I think her face can be a little bit bigger. Like this. This looks about right. Little Sayorintia. If my family don't fuck with it, I got my phone family and girlfriend anyways. My family didn't defeat a dragon with me. That's a good way to look at it. Found family, they say found family is always better than, you know. What is it? The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Everyone thinks that it means that blood is thicker than water as in family, but it's actually the opposite. It's, the friends you breathe with, right, is thicker than the water from the womb in which you were born. I'm gonna make the hair, I think, a little bit more fluffy. Like this. And I still have to thicken the lashes. I think it was also a really cool look with the lashes really thin. But it's not the kind of look I was going for. I think I just made her look very solemn instead of very Mimi. I'm sorry, Atta. I hope you still like it. I haven't drawn Natsuki in Natsuki Sayori in like so long. It looks really different to the last time I drew her. I just really like trying out new stuff. Let's thin out this bottom part. Last time I drew her being the hostess club. How did I even draw her? I think I drew her like this, with her eyes like this. I wanted to make a more solemn expression and it came out really, really solemn. Really angsty. I love my D&D party. I gotta chat with my DM more, but he's a busy fella. You're gonna be trying out drawing some big muscles when you do Ash? Mwahaha. Yeah, I know how to draw big muscles. Just because I don't like do it for fun doesn't mean I don't know how. I do know. I think I'll still have to brush up on my anatomy a little bit. But I do know how to draw muscles. I swear to you, I will make Ash justice. I'm not gonna make her like super thin or anything. I am gonna do my best to draw her super beefy, how she's supposed to be. Oh, what's up with this part of the hair? And that's a promise. That's a promise, Kira. That's a rock fact. Today, maybe we may only have time for Attas, though. But for next week, you know, I already chose a favorite outfit for Ash. I'm gonna be doing... Do you want to know or do you not want to know until next week? Because I already chose it. I still need to like think about the pose that I want because you didn't give me one. But I already have it all picked up. I'm curious. A time to speedrun a whole other piece. I'm gonna be doing obviously the alien one with her little xenomorph plushie. I just really like it. I think it's really cute. Angry Suki's little stream. Yeah, I should probably do Angry Suki's. I'm gonna see if I have the time after finishing Atta's drawing. You know, I'm trying to do this line art with I'm trying to do this ethereal look that I've seen on Twitter a bunch of times. You guys might have recognized it from like a bunch of Korean artists and stuff. They use really like a lot of line art with like opacity, very light colors and stuff, and a certain kind of face structure. I think I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm really liking how it's coming out. I've never drawn like this before. You know, it looks very different to what I'm used to drawing, but it's looking really cool. I'm unlocking a new art style right here. Since the hand is closer to the camera, I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna turn off the cuff and the floor for a little bit. Since the hand is closer to the camera, I'm gonna be doing the line art a little bit thicker. I actually asked Yori to do some Sleepy Ash art. The idea to do the Ripley alien outfit came from Pocket's sister. Oh, it's like a pajamas. Oh yeah, right. You really have to give her the tidy whities. I have to. I need to ask for permission to give her the tidy whities that Riley has in the first movie. Like, she's begging for it. That outfit is like screaming for it. And I think the line art also has to be a little dark. me trying to see how thumbs work. It's like this, and then... Okay, that's kind of too much. Yeah, okay, it's kind of like this. Do I add? I really like adding the fingertip. Even though this drawing doesn't have it. It's like very moe. Maybe I know maybe this scene is not supposed to be moe, but I'm gonna keep it because I really like it. The and then like this. You gotta be careful because fingers don't look like sausages. This. Do, 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 do. I think this bottom part might be a little bit too long. Has to be a little bit shorter. Like this. I got myself get carried away for how the character had his hands, but they're big manly hands. Sayori doesn't have big manly hands. Not that I know, at least. It's okay if she does, but not for this drawing. Now I'm slightly conflicted. Ugh. Where does it end? Okay. Around here. I have to do the back of the hands. I like kinda know. I think all of this is kinda too big, so I'm gonna squish it. Squish. Yeah, I think it's something like this. Sorta kinda. And it does have, he does have fingernails to help us, I guess. To help us figure out the position of the hands. Sorta, kinda. But let's do them a little bit longer here because they're like girly hands. You know, lots of people think that the nail itself is like it's like a, it's just like this, but no, it's actually more of like a funny little square. It does this and then this, sorta, kinda. I am not on my nail game too well right now. They go like this down and then they wrap around like that. They go down like this. It's more like a funny pentagon or hexagon. You wouldn't really see the fingernail from here or here. So I think that's it. Just like that. This finger is a little bit too thick. The art is looking awesome so far, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. You know, he said to do it like Mimi and stuff, but this is looking pretty cool. Again, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a sad scene or like a funny scene. But yeah, there you go. Fix the thumb so that it doesn't cover too much of the face. And also this has to be a little shorter. I kind of just made it look good. Not to toot my own horn, but it's supposed to be a hype scene. Ah, okay. Then I guess we're fine, right? I guess we're fine then. Yeah, the hand is proportioned. Let's put the cuff again. And the jacket fluffy. There you go. She's opening her finger a little bit more. Am I gonna change it? Yes, I'm gonna change it. It's bothering me too much. Wah. Let's stick to the reference. Stick to the reference. Now, like, not that loyal, but at least we should be able to get the angle right. It's like this. And then like this. Again, because we're making her a little bit more dainty hands. And we add the little fingerprint because that's mine. Because it's cute. He's fighting one of the MCs in one-on-one, and in that scene he's basically saying, "Come on, bro, no holding back. Let's give this next shot our all," convincing the MC to give his everything in his next attack, with nothing but his passion for the fight. But he's like, he's about to die, right? Like this face. Oh yeah, I just noticed this is like blood or something. He's all beat up. Like he's not surviving this next attack. But you know, it's like he still wants to see the MC give his all, doesn't he? Is that the kind of scene that this is? Oh no, he was like, an advantage in that scene. He's just a chill guy. Ah, okay. I thought he was like one of the bad guys. Don't really like this finger. It's supposed to be sort of like this. Like if I had to make it into a cylinder. There you go. Way better. He's an antagonist, but I wouldn't call him evil. He's just a guy who loves to fight. Like Goku. Goku's not necessarily evil, but man, does he love to fight in the most, like, not good of moments. He had the most inopportune moments to fight. There you go. Looks about right. And the moi fingerprint. Fingerprint. I'm adding the moi fingerprint no matter what. There you go. Not me fidgeting with the finger too much. Now I really miss the exaggerated one. Just the fingerprint also has to go here. This. Let's wait until it's shaded, and then I can decide. So there's the hand. We have the jacket fluffy and the body liner all done. Hooah! And now for my next trick, we're doing a sipper brush. First, let's look for an image of a sipper teeth, because we want to make it be open. So I'm gonna look for an image of sipper teeth that are open. Oh, there's like different kinds of sippers. I wasn't that knowledgeable on sipper technology. Okay, this one's gonna work. I guess we'll see. Let's use a sipper metal sipper. A metal sipper seems like better quality, right? There you go. So all we need is to grab a reference image of the brush that we're gonna create. In this one, for example, we can clearly see the shape of the teeth. We find the one that's like the most close to the front, which I'm pretty sure is this one. Haha, you guys are gonna love this. We're gonna cut it, this part of the zipper, right? That's gonna be one of our zipper teeth. And we're gonna enlarge it. Wow! We blow it up. Blow it up entirely. It doesn't need to be that, like, big. Like, it doesn't need to be 2000 by 2000. All we need is the shape. So we got this, right? Oh. And now, what we're gonna be doing is first try to get it a little bit more straight. And we're gonna copy the shape. For this, I'm gonna use a big brush, something like this. No opacity. And pure black. It has to be pure black. I'm gonna use the symmetry option here, so I don't have to redraw it a bunch. And we're gonna copy the shape of the zipper. It doesn't have to be perfect because no one is gonna be looking at it, you know, from super close. I think it does have to be like this at least. Okay, you see? We have our shape, right? You see your shape? You see your shape? We refine it a little and stuff. We turn off the symmetry. We hide our other stuff, and this is gonna be... You're gonna control click it, select the entire, like, that layer, all of the border. And then you go, depending on the program that you go, in Photoshop is edit, image, layer, where was it? I think it was edit and define brush preset. Aha, there we go. You're gonna name it metal zipper, right? And it even gives us a size. And we got our brush here, and you know, it's just repeating the shape a bunch of times. So what we're gonna be doing is going here to the brush settings, you can change the spacing, and we're gonna even it out so that it looks like a zipper. You see that? You see that? Wow, wow, it's already looking like a zipper. So much like a zipper. And now it's like this. We can change the size, right? It's doing this, but we want it to go sideways. So we open the brush settings panel again. We're gonna change the rotation. You see? Wow, there we go. And now we got our zipper teeth. If the liner is too thin for you, once you like make it super smaller, you can also like duplicate it. I'll teach you that in a bit. Now for shade dynamics, angle jitter, we're gonna go with initial direction. No, initial direction now. No, not angle jitter. Just like this. So that it stays. We're gonna name this zipper. I always wonder how to do that. Just kidding, just kidding. We're gonna change the size of our zipper. I think it has to be way smaller than this. Yeah, something like this. If you notice, it's like super thin. So what we can do is like just duplicate it a bunch of times. And there we go. We have our zipper shape. But first we have to... zipper. We have to actually draw the zipper in place. So I'm just gonna go at it. And draw it and follow the line to the best of my ability, which is not that much. And in this one, for example, we just have to flip it. Oy, oy, oy. And we just duplicate it a bunch of times. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And that's our zipper. And it looks like a zipper. We just merged all of them. And we clean up the shape a little bit. So that it's below our line. And here, for example, in this one, I'm gonna edit, transform, and warp a little bit because it got a little bit separated here. Edit, transform, warp. And just so that it's like on top of the thing. We erase where it like goes over the jacket. And there we go. Zipper. That's our zipper right there. Ta-da! Other people, what they would do is do the zipper completely solid. Like this. So we go edit, define brush preset, and we go zipper solid. Because since it's such a small detail, you wouldn't really need to see the line art on it, right? I think I'm actually gonna do it solid. Zipper solid. That's pretty useful, sincerely. I feel like it saves a lot of time, especially with small details like this. Yeah, and it actually it gives it like an extra layer of refinement, in my opinion, right? It's just like an extra special like type of finish. Yeah, we just add spacing around here. And just make it super small. All right, and the the direction like this. Whee! And that's our zipper. We can even turn on smoothing so that it's easier for us to follow the edge of our jacket here. And it gives it a different, you know, a different type of finish, a different type without, if you notice, you know, it's not like I'm drawing each little teeth individually. But it does give it a little something else, a little something extra, right? Again, you erase where it goes over the jacket. And then you just change the color to something metal. This is honestly, you know, like for illustration and stuff, because in animation, obviously, it's really hard to get this kind of finish. No, I would really only recommend doing this for illustration and stuff. In animation, it might be a little bit too much. There we go. That's our zipper. And let's change it to a metal color. Ta-da! It just gives it a little something extra. And these are like the metal teeth. Right? We have to save the one that we have right now. Again, we have to here, zipper solid, zipper it. There you go. And we can erase these two. There we go. You should go above or below. Yeah, above. Like this. I shake my hair like my bangs fell into place. And now I don't need sunglasses. That's I don't know how to feel about that. I used to have really long bangs too when I was younger. When I was of shrimpling age, but I always got it always gave me acne on the front, so now that's why I only keep it here in my bangs, like in my forehead. So I don't get acne all over my cheeks. There we go. And now all we need to do is color. We're gonna group these and name this Fluffy. And we're gonna hide it. Maybe not hide it. Yes, hide it. No, hide it. Yes, hide it. No, hide it. Not hide it. Not hide it. And I'm gonna start putting in the color of the things. I'm gonna hide the rough sketch. Put it all the way at the bottom. Erase the reference that we did for zipper teeth. We gather the iris is also a color, and we gather all of the ones that are lines. And I'm creating a new group called lines. There we go. Now let's paint her skin. And I can select the Fluffy and erase along its edge. Just like that. What else? Oh yeah. There's a little bit of the body that peeks over the hair, and we don't want that. Like this. And this part also. Here. And the hair as well. I didn't notice. It went below the... It goes below the finger. Like this. Da, 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 da. Select, modify, expand. 4 pixels. There you go. Ah, big zipper. We don't need the big zipper right now. And also in here. Like the zipper, metal solid teeth for a little bit. I don't need that much. And here, select, modify, expand. Or pixels might be too much. Select, modify, expand to. Keep it at 2. Oh, music's over. Let me choose. Lo-fi. Yeah, sure, let's do lo-fi. I'm growing this shit out so I can dye it black and cosplay Sadako. You don't have black hair? I don't know why I thought... I just assumed, I guess, looking at Ash, that you also had black hair. I don't know why. There's the zipper teeth. Let's go with the hair. Here. Let's hide the fluffy for a bit. Skin. Oh, okay. With the fluffy, yeah, let's hide it. Sayori has kind of like a coral kind of hair. Something like this. Oh, I saw someone on Twitter say that it's better if you paint it like this from the outside. And then you just select all the parts that are outside and you delete them. Like this. Oh yeah, actually it works really well. Let's do a tolerance of 60. Yeah, wow. This works really good. And in little bits like this, you just... Just kind of select inside of all of the open ones. I think? No? Okay, something happened. And it's not working anymore. Maybe the tolerance is too much. Maybe I keep it to 30. Okay, 20. 20 tolerance. My god. Yeah, something is something's not working here. Oh. This one. Yeah, there we go. That was it. Nope. Okay. Whoop. Just like that. And that's how they get it really, really fast. And without having to deal with, you know, stuff on the edges and stuff. I still see some stuff at the edges. But I guess compared to just drawing it by hand, to just coloring it by hand, it's not that bad. Like so. Hi! Oh, hello, Manny! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! We're drawing Sayori as this guy from Jujutsu Kaisen that I don't know his name, so his name is Jane Juliet. Chad has named him James Juliet. Jane Juliet. They know who he is, but I don't. And they told me his name was Jane Juliet. And I like it, so I'm keeping it. Cute. Thank you. This color for Sayori's hair might be a little bit too muted. But I guess we will figure something out. Alright, her bow. I can't forget her boy. Her bow. I can't believe I almost forgot her bow. What kind of Doki fan I am. Almost forgetting Sayori's bow. and her eyebrow. Can't forget her eyebrow. I forgot that this lo-fi playlist is all like China music, Chinese music. His name is Jane Juliet Poppy. Okay, I trust you, Kira. I have no reason why not to trust you. So if you say his name is Jane Juliet, I'll trust it. I trust you. Because that must be true. Jacket. I almost forgot the dog tag. This is a commission? No, this was for my birthday. I had a kuri contest, and both Ata and Kira participated. So this is like a prize as a thank you for participating. Ata asked this for me. It's a colored sketch. You can see the lines are not very well taken care of, but I'm doing my best. I think it looks really cool once you like zoom out. I was telling chat that I haven't drawn Sayori in so long. And so this looks like nothing I've ever drawn before. Just because I'm trying some new things. Oh, I already had a layer for the jacket color. We're trying some new things on, like, you know, low opacity line art and other stuff. Like, modify, expand. Other type of design sensibilities, I guess, that I hadn't had before. So we're just experimenting together. There you go. It's like a navy blue, right? I'm not crazy. It's supposed to be like this kind of color. No, this is Patrick. How do I rasterize layer style? No. How would I go around separating it? I don't know. But I think the stroke should be a little bit bigger. Like 3 pixels wide. Like this. And alright, the inside of the jacket. Haha. Almost forgot this part. Whoop. There you go. And her dog tag, the dog tag. I almost forgot the dog tag. Dog tag. What kind of... I forgot the color of the lines already. Current layer. I know. Has to be different. There you go. Studying it real quick. Okay. It's literally just this. There we go. That's it. Just have a funny little bump here where it's being held by the chain. And I already have a chain. I think I already have a chain brush that I did. Let me check. The dog tag is right at the chest here. I think I have one Lines, petals, tartan windows, chain. I do have chain, but it's not like a normal chain. So I'm just gonna make my own again. Just really quick, I'm just gonna grab a hard round brush. I'm gonna change the spacing to be something like this. Remove opacity, and there we go. Quick chain chain brush. There you go. And it has to be the color of metal as well. Let's just copy the color of the metal zipper that we have right here. But it has to be a little lighter. Chain. And let's add a color for the dog tag. Select, modify, expand 2 pixels. Whoop. And let's make the outside darker. Oops. Gotta use my normal brush now. There you go. Should actually do the black rim separate. Black rim. That way, you know, we have more control on the metal part of the dog tag. We can add shine and stuff without having to worry about it bleeding to the dark part. There you go. Right, and we need to add the white of her eyes. Eyes white. This. I usually use pure white just because it makes them pop, but this scene looks like it's like solemn and stuff, so I'm gonna use a darker white. This have to be like bluish though, like this. Oh wow, what's that? Is that? Ah, it's because I didn't color it all around it. Does the iris have transparency? It shouldn't have any transparency. There you go. Not solemn, Poppy. Okay, yeah, not solemn. Hype. Aura moment. How do they call it? Aura farming. The calm before the storm. That shine, is that like a superpower? Like it's like a powerful ball? Or it's just like the shine of his Pompadour? It's a laser. Ah, okay, okay. I'm gonna add the laser then, because it looks like it's just at the tip of his hair. He shoots lasers from Popidoru? You've got to be kidding me. That's not true. You're messing with me. You're messing with me. Why are you messing with me? It's not true. He does not shoot lasers from his Pompadour. Does he? He does not. Does he? That's 100% true, Poppy. Why do you do this to me? You're playing with me. You're playing with me and my emotions. Poppy, I'm being dead as video or it didn't happen. I'm gonna open I'm gonna open YouTube and I'm gonna look up Jujutsu Kaisen guy fires laser from hair. JJK laser from Pompadour. Oh my god. Holy shit. What? Ishi Gori laser.
Why did Ishikori's hair suddenly come...
He does actually shoot lasers from his ear! What is this? Man, what will they think of next? What will they think of next? What the fuck? Okay, you sent me another link. His name is actually Jane Juliet? I thought you were fucking with me. His name is actually Jane Juliet, like the song. No, his name is Ishigori. I just looked it up. Jesus. Oh my god. Holy shit, look at him. Wow. That is incredible. I would have never guessed. This series has a guy who gambles pachinko to become immortal. Okay, but that's pretty Japanese, right? That's pachinko is like pachinko, you know? Like I wouldn't question pachinko. I guess I should have known, right? If it's Japanese, I should have known that there's gonna be a guy with a pompadour that shoots lasers from his from his ear. Oh my god, you guys have seen the Omelo vale coltarte. You guys might not know it. Let me look it up. Omelo vale coltarte. This is what I was thinking about.
Vas a recortarte.
Oye, el muchacho quiere cambiar su estilo punk
Por un pompadour.
Al principio creí que era el nombre de una nueva cerveza.
Seguro. Vale, te vas compita en Instagram. Yo me encargo.
¿Instagramer? Eso es una
La
cerveza.
Every time, when I saw this guy, I was like, ah, pompadour. Homero, vale coltarte. No te preocupes, vamos a dejarte copita de Instagram. I've seen this in English. There's an English version too? I had no idea. Jesus Christ. I've seen this in English. Homero, vale coltarte. I was about to show you the scene from the rep image. Oops, I closed it. But I trust you. I believe you now. I can't believe it though. I still can't believe it. What the heck? What the heck? Why would they do this? Shooting lasers from his ear. Ah man, that was really funny. Thank you for showing it to me. I know it was probably making me laugh was probably not the goal, but that was really fun. Let's add the bow and add a little bit of like bow stuff, I think. Homelo, vale coltarte. El chico quiere cambiar su estilo punk por un pompadour. I also really love the Omelo chino. Soy como Omelo. Melo chino. Soy Omelo chino. I just love Homer Simpson. I just love The Simpsons. There you go. That's her bow. By the way, Jane Juliet is the coolest character in that whole arc. Don't believe the people who tell you the cockroach is cooler. Cockroach. Cockroach. There you go. Okay, ribbon line. The dog tag. I'm going to add the background. That way we can check the colors a bit more, a bit better. Do I just color pick it? I think I'm just gonna color pick the background. And let's add the clouds. See? Sound sorta kinda, right? Right? And let's add a little bit of like a lighter blue behind. I see something like around like this. See, sorta kinda. And I see a little bit of a flare. Where's my select marquee? Ah, here it is. See a little bit of a flare here. We've talked about flares before, so I'm just gonna... Oops. Pinta de Instagrammer. This one, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Like that. Ones have to be a little bit like this, I think, for it to make sense. I love the can somebody get this bigger out of here meme from the other day. Pretty good. I have my grasp with it. The nobody scene, like you said, we talked about it, Kira, a little bit. The fact that the nobody part didn't make it in. That was so tragic, so sad. Your hair needs to be a little bit lighter, well, a little bit brighter. I see. And the ribbon as well. A little bit less muted, more saturated. I just really like saturated colors. I'm really sorry for everyone who prefers the sober look. I'm just really into saturation. Wah! Let's add the laser. Laser. I don't know if I should add it like on the tip of her hair because she doesn't have a cannon in her hair. Maybe I'll just move it. I'll just move it to her finger and ask Atta if that's okay. if he's okay with it, you know. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And let's add an outer glow. Put it in heart light. There we go. And if he doesn't like it, I guess I'll just move it to the middle of her hair. But for now, I'll leave it here. Like this, maybe? I think that kind of makes sense. A little bit. Better not saturate my girl Ash. Ha ha. To think the illusion of choice. My friends and I did as well, but I'd say it was pretty enjoyable overall. In the end, I never knew it was Travis Scott. If Travis Scott actually appeared in it as an extra, yeah, he was the bard. Travis Scott was the bard, the guy that was singing the songs about Odysseus and stuff. My little brother also didn't recognize him, and he's like a really big Travis Scott fan. Ash exists to be vibrant as hell. Ah, okay. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't really notice it at first. You should put the light on her finger, like, on it? Ah, but it's gonna cover this fingerprint. I wanted to put it a little bit here, kind of like a Dragon Ball Z thing. If Atta changes it, you know, he can tell me. And I'll move it. On the fingertip. Yeah, like that, like that. I think like that's fine. Yeah. Moving the color of the ribbon down here. And I just have to hide this part of her hair. There you go. Maybe on the ahoge. That'd be really funny. Like here. This is here is pretty funny. I'll leave it here. I'll leave it here, and it's gonna be Atta's choice. Atta right now is at work, so. What is up with the music? It's like super trance music, like trance, like electronic. Let's do some funk disco, jazz. Let's do some jazz. Yeah. If Travis sang Sicko Mode during the final battle with Odysseus, it would have been a 10 out of 10. He should have. Can't believe he didn't. Why didn't they let him? They should have let him. Alright, I also learned another thing. Okay, the iris I do have to... I'm gonna render it. Pupil. The iris I am gonna render it normal. But I also learned another way to render the... To color the shadows. And it's like not a lot of work. I'll show you guys in a little bit. First, let's draw the pupils on Sayori. I'm just gonna copy paste it. Okay, this one's a little bit too pirolita. Just looking too much. That okay. Yeah, that looks about right. Let's do darkest. Ah, but I didn't change the... It has to be like this. Okay, that's too dark. I see. Let's go with a 5. This is how I like to render my eyes. I think you guys have already seen it in the Monika Dakimakura. You start with a very dark color, and you do your pupil, and then you do this darkest part of the eye, which is gonna be at the very, very top, and at the edges of your drawing. Some people like to blur it and stuff. I used to do it, but I don't now. I kind of like how sharp it looks. And then you go and you get a darker tone, always moving your hues lighter. And it's gonna wrap around at the very top of the pupil. The pupil is gonna be like the reference for everything. Wee-oo. And then you color it in. It's already starting to look really good. This one's the dark, and then you put a light color. In this case, we would go to the cyans. We would add it here. And we add like it's like little croissants. Like I don't know how to describe them. They're like little croissants. And then I like with this same color, I'm gonna put it on hard light and put it above everything with a soft brush to give that cool like color effect. And I'm gonna name it hard light. You see that cool effect. And you lower the opacity a little. And then on top of the pupil, you're gonna put colored shine. A shine of the normal pupil color. The normal blue color. See? Like this. Just so that it doesn't look that dark. And you add a little bit more of life into the eyes as well. And then after this... I guess it depends. I also like to do this thing. I name it saturation. And hiding the hard light for a little bit. I look for colors that are in between these two. Right? That's darker than this, but lighter than the other. And just saturate it a bunch for the division here. You see? And you say, oh, that doesn't really add much, right? Like, you don't see that much of a difference. When you just zoom out, it kind of adds a little something extra. You see it? Just ever so slightly. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. It just adds a little bit more color variation. Like this. And you also look for another color here. You darken it. And you go super saturated. And you add it here to the division. Between these two colors. And it looks way more detailed than it actually is. When you zoom out. And then you turn on the hard light again. Then I add a light color. With a blue. And lower the opacity of it. So that it creates kind of like this shine thing. Some people also blur this one. I don't blur it. I like to keep it this way. It does have to be a little lighter though. Like this. Because it does have to look like a shine. Like a bounce shine. And finally, I like to add my highlights as two little funny lumps. Why lumps? I don't know. I think they're funny. You can do lumps. I see some people do only like a little shine like this. There's many ways to finish it. You can add little balls like this. I see people who also add like a little diamond. I see others that add a line like this. And then obviously, right, the moist option, which is a really big shine at the top. I like doing the lumps because I think they're fun. Big lump, tiny lump. Like this. And then you grab your darkest color and you draw behind it and you kind of set it apart so that it pops out more. And I'm gonna also add it here and here. And same thing. Draw behind it. You add a little bit of a color like this. And to add a little bit more variation, this is the lightest shine. To add a little bit more variation, I add a little bit of a colored shine here. It can't be pink. Can't be yellow. Actually, for Sayori, I think yellow would be better. Like this. And it just adds a little something extra. It's not very visible, but, you know, it adds a little variation. And that's how you do the eyes. That's how I like to render my eyes. Irises. Oh, looks like I'm about to head out, man. Man, I hope I get cured soon. Bye, everyone, and a big shrimp Quincy. Stay brave and wish to get better well. I wish you get better soon, Abe. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye. Get better soon. Take lots of rest. Take your medicine. Go to the doctor. All of those things. Because that's what helped me too. Other things that I'm gonna add is gonna be a metal effect for the dog tag. And here he just has like 2 white lines on it. Yeah. Oh, it's like he has this and this. This metal, I think I'm gonna make it a little lighter. This color. Okay, not that light. Dog tag. And for the zipper teeth, I'm gonna go in with a soft brush and add a little bit of shine as well. Normal. And the opacity. Shine and also some shadow. Like this. It looks a little bit more like a like an actual zipper. I am not going little teeth by teeth to add anything else. Zipper. For the ice white, I'm gonna add a shadow. With a low opacity brush. I'm name it Edgy because it's like a... because of the shape that it has. And it ends in like a point. This is the ice white. And I am gonna add a little bit of blush, even though, you know, the main guy is not blushed. Why? Because Sayori is Sayori and she's cute. And she's gotta have some blush. I'm gonna use the anime edgy one too. But in round. Like this. Lower opacity, lower flow. Okay, that looks not great. Even lower opacity. Yeah. Adding a little bit of blush to her chest. And to her fingers as well. And let's clear the edges a little bit. There you go. Got some here on her collarbone as well. Skin. Let's add some blush lines before I forget, because I always forget them. Blush lines. For these, I just color drop the color of the cheek that I grabbed and I make it a little darker. Then I grab my anime brush with a flow of 24. Yeah. A little bit more saturated. Yeah. And again, for blush, you can choose a lot of things. You can do it like this. I see artists that do it, you know. They do a circle like this. And all of them is like different looks. You can go horizontal. You can go vertical. You can go side to side. You know, with varying sizes. You can go the Naruto route. Or the Ash Ketchum route. I personally like the one where it's like this. Vertical and like little circles. I just think there's nothing cuter than this. It looks really flushed. It looks so cute. Thank you, Jose. And now it's really funny, right? Because she's telling you, haha, you don't have to hold back, but she's looking like this. She's looking like she's about to get demolished. Absolutely demolished. What else? The jacket here has like a gradient, so let's add that real quick. Gradient. Oops. Caps. Whoop. Soft brush. Huge. It really helps with telling the angle as well. Gradient. And now all we need to do is add some shading. And for the shading, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. Check this out. I am gonna grab... this is the jacket, not the gradient jacket. I'm gonna grab all of my base colors. Gonna duplicate them. I'm gonna merge them all, and that's gonna give me a layer of all of the colors together to create a silhouette. And then all I have to do is create a new layer for the shadow, and I'm gonna fill it up. I think. Am I gonna fill it up or not? Yeah, I'm gonna add it as. I'm not gonna fill it up yet, but I'm gonna add it as like a clipping mask, and that way I can draw on top here without having to worry about for the shadow, without having to worry about going to the edges and stuff. Shadow. Gonna hide my silhouette of all the colors. I'm gonna need silhouette so I don't forget what it is. And now I'm gonna add my shadow. I'm gonna add it on multiply. First, choose any color, really. Any color that is visible to you. And I'm gonna show you a really cool tip that I learned. And let's start do some shadow. I think, yeah, I'm going to look at the shadows that this guy has already. Right? There's shadow here, apparently. I'm just gonna go in with my lasso. All of this has to be in shadow as well. Don't worry about the color right now. Well, when you begin, you don't worry about the color that much. Why am I doing it all in one layer? Just because it's easier for me. At this moment, maybe, you know, in a more elaborate piece, I would like to have all of my shadows separated per object. But in this one, since it's just a color sketch, you know, it doesn't have to be that clean. Sorry. I don't really need to worry too much about it. About my shadows kind of meeting each other and stuff. Oops. Oh my god. There we go. We're not too concerned with things. The lion does not concern themselves with with things with things like these. I'm just adding shadows where there would be shadow. Just blocking them in. Right, we can add a little bit of shadow here from the pelitos, from the hairs. There's a shadow here. And here. And we can add a shadow here as well. And all throughout here can be a shadow. Here as well, and here. All of this can be in shadow. This is the jacket. Can add a little bit here. Maybe I'm gonna make it a little darker, so it's more visible. And a little bit less colored. Like this. There's shadow all over here on the neck. Oops. This. Fill in a little bit of the gaps. I'm just gonna add a little shadow here for the nose because that's cute. most of my decisions when it comes to like shadows and stuff on the face, if you notice, I think we've talked about it before. It's not a lot of shadows. The detail should not be on the face too much. The more untouched it goes, the better it looks. Why it works, I'm not sure. I guess it's just rule of cool. That being said, there are some artists that do really cool, like detailed face shadows, right? But usually, you know, if you're starting out, one of the things that you will realize is that not a lot of anime artists do very elaborate shadows for their faces. Cleaning up the hair a little bit here. There's also shadow here. From the collarbone. And you know, he has shadow on his chest. In here, we're gonna add the same kind of shadow, but she has a soft chest. Something like this. Let's add a little bit of blur here. And in theory, this part should also be... No, it should be light, because it's the ribcage poking out. Ha 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 ha. I know my color theory. I think. Just a little. And let's add some shadow here. For the fluffy part. Let's erase a couple of thingies here. And there's also some shadow here. In this part. What else? What else? There is a little bit of shadow here. Where the head meets the fluffy. But not with the hair itself. I can also just go back to the hair and erase all of the shadow that's in there. Just like this. Just by blocking its color. I should have a shadow here. No. Just like this. Now that we have the chest like this, I just realized we don't really need line art there. So we can go retroactively here and erase it. We don't have to completely get rid of it, but we can just do this. Sorta, kinda. Yeah, like that. And let's add a little bit of shadow to the hair. Just Jody being really aura farming. So cute eyes. Thank you, thank you. Let's select the hair and add some shadow to it. In anime, the shadow on the hair is not that pronounced. It's you only really see it in the at the very edges, like this. The very bottom of it. Da, 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 da. You have no idea how happy I am to be able to be here talking and not coughing. I am so happy. Like I said at the beginning, there's many things that you give for granted, that you take for granted, right? You don't really think about it much until you're not able to do it anymore. Like talking without coughing. Like being able to laugh. Lots of things that happen when you're sick. So true. So true, Goku. So true. Thank you guys for being so patient with my recovery and everything. It has been really tough. But we lived, and we keep going. This. Mm-hmm. We can add so that the hair doesn't look that like simple. We can add a gradient. Out of curiosity, I was wondering, did you watch La Velada del Año 6, Popi? No. Is that a movie? A ver. La Velada del Año 6. Evento de boxeo amateur entre streamers. ¡Ah, caray! Holy shit. ¿Quién salió? El Ibai. Sáquense al Ibai. Que se agarre putazos. No la vi. Who were you rooting for? Who were you rooting for, Jose? Let's also add like a gradient, a light gradient around the face. Yeah, that adds a little bit of three-dimensionality. Oh. Here. And now for the light. Gonna do an overlay. Yellow. I wanted Fernanfloo. ¡Oh! ¡Fernanfloo salió! ¡No way! ¡Ay, pero! ¡Qué peligroso! Él ya tiene un hijito, ¿no? ¡Ay! Fernanfloo. And his wife let him. ¡Ay, no! Hilo Juan, Elite Kila, Argentinian rapper. Overall, it was pretty fun to watch with friends. Ah, lo voy a tener que ver. I'm gonna have to see the fight. At least Fernanfloo's fight. ¡Ay, pero! That's so dangerous. There's people that end up like all fucked up. I saw what happened to Jake Paul. Well, with Jake Paul, I guess he fought with Mike Tyson, so... This is really dangerous. Jesus. Ay, no. I'm like a grandma now that gets scared over everything. Oh, there we go. I guess just for the hair. There you go. Que sí, no mames. Se pasan de virga. Vamos a poner una bounce light. Bounce. So that it looks cool on everything. For that, I'm gonna grab all of this. Bixie's Poppy no more. Now we have Granny Poppy. I imagine they took the necessary medical cautions. They organize this event every year. This is the second time he has fought. Second time? He only lost because he chose not to activate el modo crack, I'm certain. Es porque su perrito, ya no está su perrito. His little doggy did not lend him his strength. His little doggy just helped him survive. It's crazy that this is a sketch to you, Poppy, but it is. You see it, the finish and everything? It's really not that. I mean, you've been here with me. We've been here, what, like 2 hours and a half? This was not that complicated. All right, and for the effect now, you see how all of the shadows look like weird and dull and gray, and you're like, wakala. You're gonna grab your silhouette that we used a little bit ago. We're gonna clip it to the shadows, and we're gonna put it in color mode. And we're gonna adjust the opacity of it. And you see, we go from weird muddy shadows to a little bit of color. Ever so slightly, ever so slightly. I think we can also change the color of the shadows. I'm gonna make them bluish, I think. Okay, let's make the shadow instead purple, maybe? Yeah, purple. And then this in color mode. There you go. Da 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 da. You got all this rendering and background, but you saw the background. The background is literally what, 3 layers. We have the base. I added some clouds with the cloud brush, and then more clouds with the cloud brush and the flare, and that's it. It wasn't that complicated, you see? So yeah, that's how it was. We just added, we went from this to this by adding all of the base colors in color mode. We can also put it on hue. I think hue is better, or saturation color. I think hue is better, yeah. And then we can also go in and adjust each individually. For example, for the skin, I don't like it being this weird color. So I want to make it a little bit more pinkish. So I'm gonna do it like this. You can go and manually adjust. What I'm gonna do is maybe soften a little bit of the edges of the hair. But yeah, like, you guys have been with me. You know, you've seen how long this took me. This is a color sketch to me. Because it was a sketch, we literally just did the rough sketch, we did the normal sketch, and that was that. And it was done super fast. What is that from? Is that from the zipper? No. The dog tag? No. That's a line? It is a line. From where? The hand? Face? Body? Yeah. Yep. Bye. There you go. Oh yeah, and for the lines, I'm also gonna do this thing where I'm gonna color them a little bit. Nothing too fancy. I'm just gonna put in a little bit of hard light with red. You put it on hard light mode, and then you just lower the opacity. There you go. And it softens the entire drawing a little bit. Ever so slightly, ever so slightly. We can add a little bit of shine on the eyes too. Actually, I'm gonna erase the hard light from the eyes here. I'm gonna make it its own. Just like this. I just don't expect rendering in sketches, but we didn't really do rendering. We just added one shadow layer. And that was that. We got the blush lines here and the bounce light here. And now for the final touch. Do I leave the fact that it says Jane Juliet there? No. I'm gonna import the image again. So that you can see that it says Jane Juliet. Here it is. So that people know the context of the meme. Maybe we can add, since we have the laser there, maybe we can add like a little bit of white around it. No, I don't like it. Okay. So, none of that. None of that. We're doing none of that. Keep the Jane Juliet. I already got rid of it. Also, you don't need the context, Poppy. This is one of the 2 most iconic scenes from that entire season. Oh, I see. Well, I need the context because because I'm not, because I myself don't know don't know the story. Ah, the shadows on the fluffy thing are supposed to be a little darker than this. I'm gonna have to adjust it. I'm gonna grab the fluffy. And I need to get rid of the skin. And the hair. And the jacket. And not the hair, just the hair. That's it. And that way I can adjust this here. What about purplish? Sorta, kinda. I think. And now here for the hue. Yeah. Just like this. I think. Da, 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 da. Ooh, in hard light, it looks really cool. Linear burn also looks really cool. What the heck? Let's try linear burn. Yeah, I think I like linear burn better. Better, actually. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. How fancy. I am gonna adjust the hair so that it's not that orange. I'm gonna make it pinkish. Ooh. Oh, that's too much. I want it to look pink. Because she's supposed to be pink. Well, the shadow of her hair is supposed to be pink. Maybe if we put it on overlay, no, soft light, hard light, saturation, color, luminosity. Oh, luminosity works. It's pinkish. Not that pink. Now I'm just adjusting things until something sticks. Okay, I can't see any difference, so I guess it doesn't work. It doesn't matter. There we go. Would you recommend watching it? I've been looking for more shows to watch. Jujutsu Kaisen's pretty good. The other is evil though, and characters that get slimed the fuck out quite a bit. Huh. Not sure. I think I've talked about it before, how, you know, I'm kind of like turned off from shonen. I've been turned off from shonen for quite a while now. I would need to see. I would need to see how good it actually gets. I saw another thing that we could do is we fill it with an orange and we set this to luminosity. It has to be an orange like this. And then we go. Yeah, we duplicate all of this and we merge it down, and now this one we put again in luminosity and we lower the opacity. No, I forgot how it was. Hard light? Yeah, hard light. There we go. And you have this like weird, like this streamy effect. Soft light, I think it is. And from this we do this. Wait. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. And now, something else that I'm gonna do because I like it is I'm gonna duplicate everything. I'm gonna merge everything. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a Gaussian blur. This is something I do in all of my drawings. And I'm gonna put it to hard light for it to be like an anime kind of thing. And we lower the opacity to layer 21. We lose a little bit on the face, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in curves. And I'm gonna check the red curve, and I'm gonna... No, okay, it's not curves, it's levels. Adjustment levels, and the lights, I'm gonna bring them... I'm gonna bring everything a little bit darks. I'm gonna make them darker, and the lights a little lighter. And this is how our drawing looks without adjustments and with adjustments. Without adjustments and with adjustments. Top, adjust. I'm gonna lower the saturation a little bit. Without adjustments, adjustments. Without adjustments, adjustments. I think it has a cool look. Very dreamy. Very, very dreamy look. One other thing I saw. Oh yeah, I saw that they put like a... like blue around the face. Like this. And then they set it to... It wasn't hard light, was it? What was it? Color burn? Yeah, like this. What do you guys think about the blue? This is with it and without it. With it and without it. I think I like it more without it. Honestly. Oh man, my eyes are pretty tired at this point. I'm not sure if this looks good or not. I like it. I kind of like it with it. Okay, okay. Let's put it on. Let's put it on. It was color burn. And today we tried a bunch of different techniques. Or perhaps we could decrease the opacity a little bit. Either way, up to you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at like 11%. Because I think it does give us something. Like this. Right? Sorta, kinda. Let's add some noise. I'm just adding a bunch of stuff. Add noise. Gaussian, yes. Amount 39. And then we put it on soft light. Just for a little bit of texturing. Yes, no, yes, no. Probably not. I think I like it without it. There you go. Remember to like the video and subscribe to Raid Shadow Legends chat. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Subscribe. Maybe we could make... we could go over with the... with a little bit of a darker color and... make some parts a little bit more... a little bit darker. we're just making it a little darker to help make it pop a little more. Yeah, definitely. Just like that. Before and after. Before and after. There we go. Look at that. That did take us a little bit, like 3 hours. Well, but I did talk for like half an hour at the beginning. So it took us 2 hours and a half. Let's add the signature. We can't forget the signature. So that it can get reposted everywhere without credit. What should I caption this as, guys? My shrimplings. Where do I put the... Oh, here is fine. But I don't want people using it as a profile picture and cutting off my name. I would usually put it around here by the face. And we can lower the opacity a little. I always put it here because I'm petty and I don't want people to use it as the profile picture without crediting me. Like, you know, I like when people reuse my stuff, but I want them to credit me if they're gonna use it or something. There you go. It looks like she's holding it. Well, what should I caption this on Twitter, my shrimplings? Because here it is. Here is the gift for Atta. Woo! Atta gift. Atta gift. Forgot the shadow of the zipper. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Just a little bit of blur. There you go. MC, you're early. Chat, you're early. MC works too. MC, you're early. Okay. Okay. Conste, eh? Conste. If people mock me because of my caption, it's your fault, shrimplings. Specifically Kira. Here it is. I actually name it. I don't know if you can see the name of the file right here. It's a Sayori funny point because I didn't know where it was from. Larpidoru, Larpidoru. Listen, this was something that someone asked of me, you know? Oh, let's add a little bit of shine on the eyes. I keep adding stuff. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it anymore. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. Not my fault. You're the one who used it. So that's it. This is it. Thank you, shrimplings, so much for joining. I hope you like watching today's stream. How we made from this image reference into this cool Sayori drawing for this cool anime, Jujutsu Kaisen, Juliet, Mr. Pompadour with the laser and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me for you know, my recovery and stuff after my illness. I'm very happy to be back here streaming with you guys. Schedule. Let me look for my stream schedule. Here it is. Here is on Thursday. We're gonna be seeing each other and we're gonna be playing Little Nightmares. We had 2 winners for the long format streams, the long format playthrough streams. We had Little Nightmares and Earthbound, and I have a feeling that Little Nightmares is gonna take me less time than Earthbound, so I thought we could begin with that one. Ha 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 ha. So I will see you all on Thursday, and yeah. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here with you again. I'm very happy to see you again. To be here with you, drawing and playing and talking. Thank you again for your support and for being patient. It was really fun, Poppy. I hope you fully recover and see you all. Thank you so much. Me too. I hope I can get better, like 100% soon. At least now I don't have goop in my eyes. We beat it. We beat it. I will see you all on Thursday. Thank you again so much for joining the stream, and I will see you all Thursday again. I keep repeating myself. See you later, Popidoru. Wow. Bye bye. Remember to stay shrimp. Don't shower. Sleep a lot. Hunch a lot. And take all of your medicines if you're sick. Bye bye. Thank you so much.